It's now time for the changing weather. Good morning. I'm meteorologist Gary Lezak. Let's get our day started right. Bounce out of bed if you can, and let's get rolling. All right, so let's live in the now, the power of now. That's all we have is now. What happened in the past, what's going to happen in the future, we don't know what's going to happen then. So let's enjoy today. That's what I'm going to try to do. That's my challenge every day. So let's get going with the storm of the day. Look at this. We can see that there is some snow near Springfield, Illinois this morning. So there's an area of snow coming across western Illinois, clipping eastern Missouri, perhaps a few snowflakes there. But this area is weakening before it gets to Kansas City. But interesting weather pattern that it continues to develop. There's also lake effect snow that continues to go on over the Great Lakes. But overall, it continues to be a rather tame weather pattern at this moment. But that's about to change. We're going to get to Kansas City and Oklahoma City's forecast. You can see Kansas City expect a high today of 29, a low tonight of 16, 27 in Maryville, a low of 14. Oklahoma City, a high today of 46 degrees. In Colorado, we're looking at a high of 54, a low of 27. In Denver, Golden, where I live, 53 for a high, 24 for a low, and no chance of any precipitation in the ski areas as well. I went up there yesterday. You may have seen that on Facebook. In Los Angeles, 71 degrees today. Palm Springs, California, 81 degrees, and in Nevada and California, right down the middle is where Lake Tahoe is, 45 degrees for a high temperature. No storm coming in there right now. Look at this weather pattern. All right, we're going to look right now at the weather pattern at about 18,000 feet above us. There's a river of air above us cycling regularly. The LRC is setting up for the season. And it's very interesting weather pattern that is developing and evolving. So when you look at this map, we're looking for the jet stream or we're looking for storm systems. When there's a dip in the flow, that is a storm. And when there's a rise, that it's a ridge. So let me take you through this again and show you what's going on here. There is a ridge off the west coast. You can see that. And a trough digging. When is this? This is valid next Sunday night. And there's a vigorous storm all of a sudden forecast to develop with a kicking storm. So a series of storms about to come back into the western United States. It'll start warming up again in the eastern United States. And this up here is called an upper level ridge. This is producing conditions favorable for Arctic air buildup. All right? And for California to get hit by these storm systems, you want them to come in from the Pacific. This one sort of dives inland. It's called an inside slider. And it could be a big storm for the Rockies. So something to see for the ski areas, as you can see right there. So very interesting pattern for sure. All right. I want you to see this. This is the temperatures, the precipitation anomaly since November 4th. In the last 4 weeks, from November 4th to December 2nd, there's been double average precipitation for the Corn Belt from Texas and New Mexico, out of the Corn Belt, obviously, through the Rockies, eastern Colorado, and up into the northern plains. This part of the pattern is going to cycle back through. So it'll be a big test in late December when this comes back through into early January when it could be quite stormy. The east has gotten a little more moist, but it's been mostly dry there. No major storms yet out there, and some wet conditions seem to be coming into the western part of the country. Temperature-wise, in the last 4 weeks, warmer than average in the eastern half of the country and cooler than average in the west. Remember this. Okay, you see that right there? Remember that. Why is that so important to remember? Because the weather pattern is just set up. The LRC, named after the bloggers at KSHB back in the early 2000s after me, because I've been predicting the weather patterns for the last 20 years. I discovered this back in 1987, 1988. I have a mural on my wall I'll show you one day with that winter, which was a big winter. I am beginning to think Kansas City is about to have a fairly big winter, all right? The winter forecast is coming out next week. So very interesting. All right, so this will be your quick update for today. And Wendy, remember Wendy? Wendy was on Oprah. Rainbow and Sunny, I think they're downstairs napping. I got them up early today. So, hey, have a good day, and we'll have another update tomorrow. This is the changing weather. Thank you for watching The Changing Weather.